everybody. Sorry that I'm a bit late. Not only running on colored people's time, but also running on computer time. I will tell you this right now, folks. I am getting sick and tired of my job at work. They are getting on my nerves these days. Not the people. But here's the thing, folks. They have to realize that in going over denied claims, if you want to go and cheat people out of their money, that's your business. I got to pass along, but don't kill the fucking messenger. Don't be upset if someone goes and complains. They're not, it doesn't matter how nice I say it to someone. But you go and deny someone surgery or something like that, they're going to be mad at everyone. Fuckers. But folks, it is time for Earl Grey Tuesday, and once again, it's me. It's the VINCE, and I hope everybody's doing all right, folks. Frank Tufano's gone crazy. But before that, we got to give a big shout out to President Donald Trump. You want to know why? Israel and Palestine been fighting for so long, and Trump has eased. Let me say it again. Ease all of the fighting for now. But here's the thing, folks. Even if the peace thing doesn't last, all the days of peace are going to be worth it. It's people, yeah, they're probably going to fight again. Probably sooner than that, though. But every single day that they're not fighting, that's a good thing. We need to give a shout out to Trump for that. But yeah, they're probably going to still fight again. But at least for now, they get some little peace and quiet, Get a little catch up on some sleep and stuff. But yeah, they'll probably fight sooner than that. Once all they're doing is going to reload ammunition. That's all they're going to do. They don't care. But tonight I have coffee and my water cup given to me by my good friend Pug Man. Y'all be sure to thank Pug Man. Thank everybody else who contributed to the channel. Yeah, we got a lot of goodies tonight there, Ryan. Got a lot of goodies. I'm telling you. I'm gonna jizz in my pants right now just thinking about all the mints that we have. Swear up, I'm gonna shoot hot sticky ropes in my pants just thinking about all the mints that are there. Literally, like spray all over the goddamn place. It's gonna be nasty. But man, Frank, I'll have to play this. And y'all have to witness the mints from itself. I will tell you this right now. That boy going off the deep end. That boy is gone off the deep end. But folks, also, D'Angelo has passed away. R.I.P. to D'Angelo. But I'm not going to feel sorry for him. Heaven called him up. God wanted a little bit of music and brought D'Angelo up. It's like, D'Angelo, we got to talk to you. We want you to play for us. So now he's playing for God. But I didn't even know he was sick, but, I can understand if someone doesn't want to discuss cancer or anything. But D'Angelo, 51 years old. Rest in peace, my brother. Like I said, folks, we all go one day. You never know. KCB, he's a grown man. What is his parents gonna do? Oh yeah, he did a bang up on that. And of course, I know we don't talk dub stuff. Blue collar vet filing criminal charges. The great one will be assisting. Because remember, folks, I filled out that legal form. And that'll be sent to him. So we're going to make sure Dubs gets what he deserves. He can't go around and call people P-files or anything. So all that information I'm sending the blue collar vet. He's going to get all that information. The legal documents, all of the stuff that he sent. You know. Well, Cuban's in better shape than Dubs. Oh, these are all from Trans Wes Watson. So we'll check that out in a minute, dear. But we got to look at the Frank stuff. The Frank stuff is just gold. Pure, unadulterated gold. How can he be talking? I mean, I'm like, dang. I'm about to say, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? I mean, there's like 6 different videos. Check this out here. I guess we'll start with this one.
So one of the things I tried to do to fix my eyes after Dr. Taban botched them was get filler. And Dr. Taban put a little filler. Then I went to George Yang, and I was shocked at the skill difference between these two surgeons, because this guy made Dr. Taban look like he never even attended medical school.
You've already made this video, you moron. And it was taken off TikTok.
What Dr. Taban did with the filler was he took a needle, literally took like 20 seconds to put the filler in. This guy, George Yang, it took like a full hour. And he had this tube. He would take his time, go into the right pocket, really insert the filler. His understanding of the different soft tissue pockets of the face, of the eye area, it is astounding. It is astounding. And this guy is even lower. I mean, Dr. Taban's like, you might as well give the needle to a 5-year-old and let him poke you compared to what this guy was doing. I was absolutely stunned. So one of the things I tried to do to...
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much to...
Hold on. Frank's weird. Frank's shorts are weird.
Preston says, some doctors looksmax.org promotes are bad, but they promote them because they're aggressive. Pagoni and Epley seem legit. Looksmax.org is a secret society, Illuminati Freemason ran website that promotes these Freemason Illuminati doctors because all they care about is making money. Pagoni couldn't help me at all. Epley actually caused a patient to commit suicide over 10 years ago. These doctors are evil. They'll ruin your life. They won't pay you, and then they'll drive you to suicide so nobody finds out what happened to them. All these doctors care about is money. As far as I know, in America, the way the system is set up, there are no legitimate doctors, and this guy posting this comment is probably a shill. That website is actually defending Dr. Taban, and anytime someone posts about me on my website, they say it was my fault that Dr. Taban botched me. It's fucking comical. Preston says, some doctors...
It is your fault for being born.
After spending over $50,000 on orbital reconstruction...
Oh, BS.
...surgery, Dr. Raymond Douglas no longer wanted to treat me as a patient. And the only reason I could think of why is that Dr. Taban's bullied lawyers, who were probably used to taking advantage of non-secret society members, non-Illuminati, non-Freemasons, because those people don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. They subpoenaed this doctor's office for medical records when they could have just asked me. And although Dr. Douglas is not involved directly in any legal issues, I can understand why, he's getting letters from lawyers pertaining me. He doesn't want to treat me anymore, so now I'm adding Dr. Taban's lawyer as part of the case as a third party for tortious interference for ruining my life, because now I can no longer get medical treatment from the most qualified doctor in the United States. After spending over $50,000 on orbital reconstruction surgery, Dr. Raymond Douglas no longer wanted to treat me as a patient, and the only reason I could think of why is that Dr. Taban's bullied lawyers, who were probably used to taking advantage of non-secret society members,
well, looks like Raymond Douglas is going to get the Tefano treatment. Oh, God. I told you guys this stuff was just minty. I mean, it's just, right now, it's just brutal. Brutal! Tefano is just a regular walking mince machine. Literally. So, how many people is that? So, he's just going to keep suing people. Now it's going to be Raymond Douglas.
If you want to understand the real truth of this planet, you first have to accept that you've been lied to your whole life about history. Everything you've been taught in school is just what these people in control have told you. Christopher Columbus founded the United States in 1772, or whatever year it was. Completely fake. And the easiest way to get people to believe that our current civilization is tens of thousands of years old is to explain to
millions of years old, hundreds of thousands of years old, you dumbass,
them from a construction perspective how long it would actually physically take to build all of the infrastructure we currently have in the United States. The highway system, all of these great structures like the Hoover Dam, just New York City itself, just New York City, based on labor statistics, based on population, based on material, would take tens of thousands of years to build. If you take just a few hours to understand what goes into putting up one building, you will quickly realize, wow, it took tens of thousands of years to build just New York City. Let alone all the other stuff that exists, all these other...
There was no New York City, you moron! What are you talking about? It was all dirt like maybe 200 or 300 years ago, you moron. What are you talking about? New York City existed for 10,000 years. What are you talking about?
Cities and structures.
The only thing that was probably there was some freaking teepees, and that was it.
And things that exist. And most of this stuff in history is covered up by the Smithsonian and the secret teams and all that other stuff. But I'll focus on what most people know. Like, think about Ellis Island. Why did all these people have to immigrate over? Our grandparents, our great-grandparents, why did they have to immigrate over from Italy, from Ireland, through Ellis Island about 100 years ago now? Because that was when the last Great Reset was. When they reset the United States, they need to repopulate with people to take advantage of. The cattle, us. The elite were living in the United States, and they had to migrate new people over, new workers over to repopulate the United States. And, that also relates to the Spanish flu around that time. And once you realize, this current society we're living in is tens of thousands of years old, it makes more sense as to why
hundreds of thousands of years old
certain people are so wealthy, because they're literally rolling over their wealth from the last generation. They want you to believe, everyone's starting from scratch, America's a new place, but there's families that literally owned half of New York City before people even immigrated over from Ellis Island. It's almost like, they're resetting a monopoly.
How could there be an Ellis Island if there's no New York?
Monopoly board, but they already have pockets full of cash and everything they need to take control. So, That's a big aspect of the Great Reset, and knowing that these people have maintained power for a very long period of time. And the current infrastructure is God knows how old. If you want to understand the real truth,
What kind of? I told you this stuff was many, folks. I told you. Here's the good stuff right here. Here's the meat and potatoes.
so once you understand that our current society is tens of thousands of years old, you can kind of accept more things. And the talk about aliens has been more and more present
Those ain't aliens. Those are just some niggers.
in our news because I guess the government is getting to actually release the truth about it. But the real truth is that aliens have overseen our current society for tens of thousands of years. All of our technology, the cell phone you're watching this video on, was created by aliens. Humans do not have, us as biological humans, do not have the mental ability to create and understand radio wave technology. This African elongated head, and some Jewish people wear the big hats. There's examples of alien worship in various religious groups. Why are these people stretching their heads? Because aliens have very large brain structures that are capable of things you do not understand. That cell phone tower outside is basically a robotic replica of something an alien's brain can do. So all of the radio waves and energy, aliens have the ability, to my understanding, to see energy. Aliens can see energy with their brains. They have psychic abilities. So these aliens, with their incredible intelligence and advanced technology, came to human society however many thousands of years ago and basically gave the wrong people this technology. And the elite people, the current people in power, have used alien technology to control civilization for, tens and tens of thousands of years now. So I believe that aliens, they're not going to rule society. They believe in being neutral, although they're not really being neutral, because they basically gave all of this super advanced alien technology, whether it's cell phones, whatever modern device you want to see, military technology, they gave all this technology to the wrong people, and now those evil people are basically in control of the world. And I guess the aliens don't really want to step in and help people because they believe they're not, and that's my understanding of it. Aliens believe they can't step in and fix society. They have to just give this technology to humans and leave them to their own devices. But things like cell phone, television, any sort of modern technological advancement was just given to us by aliens, and they just release them slowly throughout every new society they create. So once you understand that,
Aliens didn't get there. Ain't no damn aliens. Except the ones that we're trying to get rid of. I mean, we do have aliens, but I think ISIS taking care of them. Folks, as far as the elongated heads are concerned, I don't care. This is one of the few times that Frank Tufano's actually talked about black people. But, as time goes by, we simply get smarter. We get more technological, Our brains we increasingly grow in knowledge. Simply put, we evolve. That's what evolution is all about. Has nothing to do with alien technology. We just continuously evolve. We get smarter. There's advancements here, and stuff. But we got one more ridiculous one, so let's get that one through here. But, that's the first time I've heard him say something about black folks.
the second lie, and probably a more significant one, that ultimately led to me getting botched, because if Dr. DeBon was truthful, I wouldn't have gotten the procedure. I asked him, does a medial orbital decompression make my eyes closer together? He said no. Common sense, I'm like, well, you remove the tissue from the inside of the eye, so aren't the eyes going to be closer together? He said no, and I trusted him. But if you Google medial decompression, every study said
There's a difference between going on Google and actually going to medical school.
reduction in intrapupillary distance, which basically means your eyes will be closer together, reducing the distance between the pupils, upwards of 10, 20%. So for him to not, did he lie or did he not even know what his surgery does? It's crazy. Because if I knew that at all and saw those studies and he was actually informing his patients of what the surgery does, I would never have gotten it under any circumstance.
Yes, you would have. You just would have went to someone else and you would have blamed someone else, you chucklehead. Devontae Davis, what about him? I mean, he's a basketball player. I mean, he's going to be as jacked as what he's supposed to be. You know, my cousin is getting a lot bigger every single day. It's crazy. But yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot of stuff to go through. Literally speaking, I mean, just look at my cousin. Look at him. I mean, that is just, he's just straight up jacked. My God.
In this ring, we stand together because justice is louder than fear and hope hits harder than hate. That's right. I am not selling out. I am buying in on the future. I have a dream, not for any of you, but one that is me holding that WWE Championship. Malcolm, the only rights you'll ever have are the ones coming from my hand. You make me sick. You think these people care about you? You are nothing without me. You want a dream? On Sunday you'll have one, because I'll be putting you to sleep. On Sunday, I took care of business. Now my opponent can stay behind bars where he belongs. You can chant, you can cry, you can hate all you like, but facts don't waver. My dream is now complete. I am the WWE champion, and the only right you'll ever have is the one to remain silent.
I am not here to challenge you. I am here to acknowledge you.
Come on. Why would I need your support when I've already proved I don't need anyone?
Listen to this place. The WWE champion has the whole arena raining down hatred.
But the fact remains, your dream became my reality. You all wanted a dreamer to cheer for. I gave you that. But dreams die when I decide they do. Tonight.
Like I said before, folks, the evolution. I mean, they got Martin Luther King, they got JFK. I mean, and this ain't really racist or anything like that. Because they're doing every person from the past history, you know, historical figures, people that are no longer around. Tupac, he ain't around. Brother Malcolm, he ain't around, you know. It's good stuff there. I'm gonna play with that Sora. I guarantee their stock is like a motherfucker. I guarantee it. I gotta get in on this Sora stuff. I mean, I really do. I really do. Alright guys, y'all guys ready for some videos? Let's go ahead and play a couple of these. And I'll get yours, Ryan, as soon as I play Eisen's here, so.
I got herpes when I was 18. I got herpes when I was 18.
I got herpes when I was 18.
Yeah. Big James, what's up? What you got for us?
So I just wanted to say that, Jim, bring that back up where if you don't feel like you have or don't think you have any problems, that's a major problem.
It's huge.
That really stood out. I got problems, and I know that I can handle them myself. And through guidance like yourself, my question is, with the videos, I overcame addiction. I shot for 4 years, and I've been clean for thousands of days. My question is, how and when do you bring that to an audience?
Bro, I would be so proud of myself. You wouldn't be able to contain me, bro. That's what the problem is, James. Everybody's a dick. Like, you should be like, dude, I was so fucked up. I was shooting back for 5 years, and I'm clean. It feels so good. I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. This is happening again. I'm thinking like this, I'm feeling like this. Like, to everybody you come across, you should be unhinged about it.
There are moments where that
you from sharing it is fear.
Yeah.
I don't want them to perceive me a certain way. I don't want to lose my job. I don't want my new girl to know. Fuck that. Nobody gets saved if nobody knows. And everyone here has problems they're not telling us. That's why.
You know, you shouldn't go around and announce that you got herpes. I mean, you should tell your partner you got herpes, but you shouldn't go and announce that you got herpes. Just the sound of the name herpes.
I get mad at the Q&A when someone comes in and goes, oh, like, I'm like, tell me the real fucking problem, bro.
Yeah.
James has been through a real problem, and he just said it. Doesn't it make you guys feel better about some of your pussy problems when James goes, yeah, I was shooting meth for 4 years. I'm like 1,000 days clean. You're like, shit, James was shooting all his teeth. Oh shit, okay. Fuck it. You know? Good shit, James. You should be coming across everybody. And you should be in an elevator and be like, fuck, it's such a beautiful day. I've been sober for 1,000 days. And I mean, I was the worst before. And then guess what? Two of the people in the elevator would be like, what'd you do? I used to do this. And you have 2 more friends, 2 more clients.
Okay.
It's more common than you think, but we all just don't talk about our problems. So we don't realize everybody has some problems.
Yeah.
No matter what the problem is, we all suffer the same. We all have had people, family members, friends, everyone. Big James, come out with it, bro.
I got herpes when I was 18. I got herpes when I was 18.
I got herpes when I was 18.
I wanted to bring that up. I've never told anybody that.
Now James is coming with it.
So I had to bring that to the table.
No, you didn't have to bring that to the table. You should have kept that to yourself.
Okay, now it just got unhinged as a motherfucker. Hey, it happens. It's a gift that keeps on giving. Yeah, hey, dude, how does it feel to get rid of something like, imagine someone walking around with like HIV. Imagine someone knowing they got, like, imagine some of my boys growing up who had herpes, and they would come introduce me to their new chick. They'd be like, hey Wes, here's my new chick. And I'm like, bro, like, does she know? I want to like be like, that's kind of fucked up. Like, does she know or not? Are you guys making a new strain or something? But Man, James, you're a savage. I never thought James was going to hit us with that. But hey, sometimes if you're doing meth, you get a little freaky.
That's true. That's true.
Well, Big James, you're a fucking savage, bro. I didn't know. No one has as much balls as James. But James is living a second lease on life now. He got rid of the meth. Now I got this weight off his shoulders. Now he needs, what is it, Valtrex or something. But it's whatever. I don't know what it's called. What is it? But Big James, thank you, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
You guys share the shit that you don't want to share. Get some freedom. James just gave everybody the freedom to get rid of the weight on their shoulders. Adrian, what's up, bro? You guys don't really have to. If it's gonna make you very uncomfortable, then don't kill yourself today. But start fucking sharing on your page. Start sharing wherever the shit you wouldn't want to fucking say. Like I've done it since day one.
What's up, Wes? How you doing, man?
Chill. How you doing, dog?
I just been kind of just sitting.
Folks, I don't even have to reiterate my advice. If you got herpes, you need to keep that shit to yourself here. I mean, seriously. No, you ain't got to keep... Sometimes keeping it real and telling it like it is, you don't want to keep it too real. He just keeping it a little too real.
Made it back to the pad. What you guys got? Service was too fucking stupid. Fuck that shit. Arns, what you got?
Yo, Wes, what's up, man? Thanks for jumping back on.
What's up?
Let's say, like, if I fuck up on like my macros or I fuck up on things.
Do you think it'd be safe to play the Mintnator clip I sent you of Dubs? No Dubs. No. Every time I play Dubs, I get a strike. The last video, remember? The last strike I got a warning. That was because of playing a Dubs video. I mean, that thing is a strike fest. No Dubs.
And, obviously it's not what I'm supposed to do. I do use regret as a guideline. But for me, like, I feel like it bleeds into my day. So for when you use regret as a guideline, is it like an instant switch? Or do you sit in that for a bit to really, like, not let it, to really kind of, like, soak it in?
You guys think way too much. Just get the fuck back on your goddamn macros. What the fuck is the matter with you?
You see, YouTube doesn't really mind coicing and stuff like that, but when you have someone like Dubs that continues to say N-word, P-word, and all this other stuff, it just flags it. His channel has been banned numerous times. He just evades. That's all he does. He evades. And he just sets up another channel.
Stop.
I mean, his channel has been banned like maybe 15 or 20 times here. He just creates another one and keeps going.
So much. Fuck up. Stop fucking up. You guys need to be yelling all the time? Are the people in your guys' lives as fuck with you guys?
Yeah.
Who the fuck thinks that much about shit like this? You guys have so much time on your hands.
Someone turn off the speakerphone.
Yeah.
A fuck, dude.
Yeah.
No, not yeah. Like, shut the fuck up. Anyone who asks me a stupid question like this again, I'm gonna drive to your house and fuck you up. What is the matter with you people? Do you want to be at a high level or not? Stop fucking up then.
You should take it down, Mintnator. It's just not worth it. It really isn't. And don't forget, you're not monetized there, so you don't get the same warnings that I do.
And if you don't, then just accept it and get back to not fucking up. If a man needs to tell you that you're so fucked in life, I think you guys want to, like, discuss stuff that doesn't matter to sound smart or something. I think that's what you guys want to do. Hey, like, if regret's your guideline, then shut the fuck up, dude. Get your goddamn self ripped, bro. Like, get fucking shredded. You know the stupidest people on my programs get ripped as fuck, and the halfway smart people will never really change. They'll just sit there all fucking their whole life just doing the stupidest shit. Stay mediocre their whole life. A dumb motherfucker will just get himself straight ripped. He won't even question it. No more stupid, fucking overthought up, dumbass questions. Come up with something fucking good that matters. How is that solving a problem in your life, Harsh? How the fuck is that going to solve a problem in your life? The only way you're going to solve the problem is stop doing it. Why don't you just say, hey, why the fuck am I such a pussy that I keep fucking up on my macros? You guys should just be jacked even if you do fuck up. I don't know how you guys are such pussies when you do fuck up. I look jacked even if I eat bad for a week. I have to like literally not care about eating bad I have to literally like stop myself from eating bad just because I know it's wrong, and I'll still look good.
That's what steroids does, you know. And those people obviously aren't taking any.
Like, work the fuck out harder. Build some goddamn muscle. Spend years in the fucking shit. You guys think too goddamn much. Straight up. You hear me?
Yeah.
Stop fucking thinking so much and just make yourself fucking something worth even fucking talking about or looking at. You know motherfuckers who really kill it in life? You'll be like, damn, does this dude even know how far along he is? They won't even know because they're too busy working too damn hard. Not just wondering why they're not where they want to be or trying to think their way into some shit. Next question. Nick, what the fuck do you got? No fucking stupid shit. Trying to sound smart, you guys. Fuck that. Be dumber and just actually get shit done.
Appreciate it, Wes. So you driven 7, killed it, brother. My question.
And people actually pay for this. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the microphone, and I'll go ahead and check out the video Ryan sent of Dubs, and I'll see what it's all about here. Hold on. I don't have any message there. Y'all go ahead and send this up here on Facebook or Instagram, and then I will personally review it. Okay. All right, hang tight.
Oh, is that Cuban faggot? Is that Cuban faggot? Fuck you, you bitch-made punk. You're the one talking about me, you fucking faggot. Go back to Cuba, you fucking nigger. That's facts. What are you gonna do about it, bitch? I'm pretty sure you're the one, that's the Cuban guy. That's that faggot right here talking shit about me. Fuck you, you Cuban fucking faggot motherfucker. Bitch-made motherfucker. I'll peel your fucking wig back, you fucking punk motherfucker. You fucking understand me, bitch? Keep your fucking my name out your fucking mouth, you fat fucking retard. You understand me? You're gonna get fucking Vince and you all fucked up, Cuban faggot? Is that Cuban?
Can any of you guys hear that?
By not, but. Oh, is that Cuban faggot? Is that Cuban faggot? Fuck you, you bitch-made punk. You're the one talking about me, you fucking faggot. Go back to Cuba, you fucking nigger. That's facts. What are you gonna do about it, bitch? I'm pretty sure you're the one, that's the Cuban guy. That's that faggot right here talking shit about me. Fuck you, you Cuban fucking faggot motherfucker. Bitch-made motherfucker. I'll peel your fucking wig back, you fucking punk motherfucker. You fucking understand me, bitch? Keep your fucking my name out your fucking mouth, you fat fucking retard. You understand me? You're gonna get fucking Vince and you all fucked up, motherfucker. Vince is literally over there. Vince is over there threatening my kids with threatening me with sexual assault and having fucking files on my kids for the last fucking 2 years. Fucking bitch-made motherfucker. That's who you roll with, bitch. So if you got a problem with that, bitch, I'm in Elko, Nevada, motherfucker. If you want to get your fucking wig peeled back, bitch, let's fucking get it, motherfucker. That's where I'm at, in Elko, Nevada. Bring your fucking faggot ass out there, you fucking nigger piece of shit. You fucking hear me, punk? Fucking let's get it, motherfucker. Yeah, I know he likes starting shit with people. Truth, he's a fucking bitch. All he does is ride a lawnmower. You're the one that's got my name in fucking my name in your mouth, you fucking faggot ass little bitch. That's fucking that's not a good fucking choice, motherfucker. I've punked out every motherfucker on this fucking YouTube over there trying to fuck with me and fuck with mine, bitch. These are straight fucking facts. You're over there fucking hugged up with that fucking faggot fucking that Vince fucking Goodroom or whatever his fucking faggot ass name is. Over there fucking straight up fucking stalking my kids and stalking my wife and sexually assaulting me and shit. Fuck that bitch-made motherfucker. You got a fucking problem with that? You fucking faggot motherfucker. Fucking keep my fucking name out your fucking mouth, bitch. Out by not, but. Oh, is that Cuban faggot? Is that Cuban faggot? Fuck you, you bitch-made punk. You're the one talking about me, you fucking faggot. Go back to Cuba, you fucking nigger. That's facts.
No, we're not playing that. We are definitely not playing that. We're just not. No. That is quite possibly the worst I've ever heard. I don't even... What is wrong with this guy? What is wrong with him? As far as playing that, that's a hard no. That's definitely not going to be played up here.
Made it back to the...
I mean, literally speaking... It's like he has a lack of self-awareness, but absolutely no self-control. How can someone possibly even act like that? I mean, I don't get it.
Yo, Irving City Council, how you doing? My name is Tiny, and I'm a professional sports gambler. But unfortunately, my career is at a standstill because I got 6 baby mamas all in the DFW Metroplex.
Well, this one's going to... I can already tell you this one's going to be minty.
Is at a standstill because I got 6 baby mamas all in the DFW Metroplex. So I can't live in a state that's got legal gambling, in a sense it will be March Madness. I'm coming up here to beg y'all to make sports gambling legal in the city so I can stack my paper and pay for the illegitimate children. I know some people think sports betting is risky, but I got an unbeaten system that can put money in all y'all pockets. Seriously. My system is easy. I bet on the blackest and darkest teams in college sports because blacker the berry, sweeter the juice, and better the jump shot. I also got a sports betting angle that's foolproof since y'all want to let all these transgenders up in the league. That is full proof since y'all want to let all these transgenders up in the league. I became almost a millionaire betting on Leah Thomas's big ass winning all them swimming meets. And just like these transgender swimmers, my swimmers are strong. That's why I got so many baby mamas. But you know what that means? I got a lot of bills to pay, so I'm sick of risking my life and my freedom on gambling illegally on transgender athletes. So I beg you, Irving City Council, to please legalize sports gambling, because I can't afford to be up in the penitentiary doing 5 to 10 years on some weak ass gambling charge. I also would like it if y'all could give me some reputations, because Irving is hella white and I'm hella black. My great grandfather was a slave in Mississippi, so y'all owe me for real.
1 minute left.
And I'll say one more time, you white city council people need to legitimize gambling and start putting y'all's money on these transgender swimmers, because they got propellers in their back-friendly swimsuits. And remember to always bet on black. I always want to shout out to my homie, DeMarcus Calloway, who is locked up for murder, but he didn't do anything wrong, but stab a police officer, which is, according to the BLM movement, is okay. It's time to get paid, bitches. Legalize it and free my homie DeMarcus.
Okay. Alex Stein, followed by Emma West.
I like that last part. Watch this here. Y'all hear this? You know it's going to come up next.
Okay. Alex Stein, followed by Emma West.
What the... Definitely he was up there tripping. I mean... Yeah. That was minty, wasn't it? I will say that was minty.
Remember when I said this PhD drama couldn't get any dumber? I was catastrophically wrong.
Hang tight for a minute. I'll be right back. Gotta take care of something here. What I've been told, but that pussy's mighty cold. Sound off. 1, 2. Hey there, Captain Jack. Meet me by the railroad track. With this weed in my hand, I must smoke as much as I can. I say, hey ho, diddly bop bop. I wish I was back on the block. Vince good drum, can't be stop. Ho! Back to the show, folks.
Wrong. Because Mr. Mike just pulled off what might be the worst damage control in the history of the internet. In the last few days, Mike went from, that wasn't the final version of my thesis, to, okay, fine, it was the final version, we just edited it after Solomon exposed it. This is no longer about a
No, Carolina barely won it on Sunday.
bad PhD thesis. This is about a cover-up so incompetent, it makes Watergate look like a masterclass in crisis management. Also, shout out to Greg Doucette for mentioning my channel. Greg, I know you're watching this, and I know you're about to make 50 videos about this topic. Alright, let's break down how Mike took a bad situation and somehow made it infinitely worse. Quick recap for anyone just joining us. Solomon Nelson downloaded Mike's PhD thesis and discovered it was an absolute disaster. Athletes who were negative years old, people shorter than 0 centimeters, copy-pasted errors throughout, and research that basically concluded strong people are strong.
Well, a thesis is just a theory. It's not. It can't be always based upon fact. It's an opinion. But spelling errors, not very good.
This was embarrassing, but survivable. Mike could have said, yeah, I phoned in my dissertation in 2013, my bad, but look at all the good work I've done since. People would have roasted him for a week and moved on. But Mike's ego is the size of a small planet, so instead of taking the L, he decided to lie about it. And that's where this story goes from embarrassing to absolutely hilarious. A few days ago, Mike's response was, Solomon reviewed a rough draft that was accidentally uploaded. The real final version is clean and professional. We'll upload it soon. His buddy, Milo, the Wolfman, made an entire video defending this position. The Wolfman spent time explaining how PhD programs work, how drafts get revised, how it's totally normal to have multiple versions. Very detailed, very confident.
I mean, he is right. There's no telling whether they had a rough draft or the actual finished product. So yeah, I can understand any type of rough draft of a dissertation. My question is, how the hell did you even get a hold of that?
Very trust us, bro. They released what they claimed was the real final version dated March 2013. Cleaner, with fewer errors, obviously the actual approved dissertation. Except, there were some massive problems with this story that people immediately noticed. First, the final version they released was owned by a digital marketing agency in Argentina that works with Mike. Why would Mike's 2013 PhD thesis be owned and edited by his current marketing team? That's not how archived documents work. Second, the PDF was clearly two different documents stitched together. Pages 1 to 200 were editable Word document exports. Pages 201 to 223, the ones with official university stamps, were scanned images. Why Frankenstein two documents together unless you're trying to hide something? Third, and most damning, the corrected version was dated March 2013. Solomon reviewed a version dated August 2013. Think about that for a second. Mike claimed the earlier version from March was the clean final draft, and the later version from August that Solomon reviewed was a messy rough draft. How does a rough draft from August have more errors than a final version from March? Did Mike go back in time and make his thesis worse? Did he unrevise it? That's impossible unless someone edited the document recently and tried to pass it off as the original. Fourth, immediately after Solomon's video dropped, Mike restricted access to his thesis on the university website. Why hide the original if there's nothing to hide? So, Mike's new statement, and I quote, on review, the dissertation Solomon examined was indeed the correct document. Hold on, what? You spent days saying Solomon reviewed a rough draft. You had your friend make...
Basically, what they're trying to claim is that just because there's clerical errors in his dissertation, that he never earned his degree. A degree is not based upon a dissertation there. Now, it's very concerning, but, I'm not going to take away anything from the dissertation whatsoever. It's sort of like a final exam, in other words, or not even so much a final exam. It's basically compiling what you've actually learned and applying it. And that's pretty much it. I would base my judgment upon Mike Isratelli as far as all the activities that he's done after he has graduated and got his degree. Not some piece of paper. A dissertation is not the sum of someone's degree.
Make an entire video explaining that. You released a corrected final version. And now you're saying, yeah, actually Solomon had the right one all along. So what was that other document you released? You just made up a cleaner version, dated it March 2013, and hoped nobody would notice? Mike's new excuse is that the errors were just clerical. A misplaced negative sign on a few correlations and a table pasting misalignment repeated across 3 tables. Brother! Those clerical errors included athletes who were negative 1.6 years old, athletes who weighed 2 kilograms, people who were 11 feet tall, standard deviations that were mathematically impossible. Those aren't typos.
Oh, those are clerical errors.
Those are fundamental data entry failures that invalidate your entire results section. You can't just call that clerical and act like it's no big deal. And he did this because he couldn't handle the ego hit of admitting his PhD was bad? Think about that.
See, that's what I was getting to, folks. His PhD is perfect. He earned his PhD. A dissertation is not the sum of a PhD. Okay? I'll just let you know. They're trying to invalidate his PhD simply because he wrote a dissertation with some bad clerical errors. It's just plain stupid. I mean, really. I mean, yeah, I agree it's a mediocre paper, obviously, but it's not the sum of what makes someone have a PhD to begin with. In other words, you can have a PhD, fuck the dissertation there. Dissertation means jack squat, though.
Risked his entire reputation and possibly legal consequences because saying, yeah.
It is. I would agree with you on it there, but, just because his dissertation has clerical errors, that doesn't disqualify someone from having a PhD. I have to weigh the sum of his activities after he's earned his PhD.
Yeah, my dissertation wasn't great, was too painful for his ego. Milo made an entire video defending the rough draft story. Now the Wolfman looks like either a liar or an idiot who got played. His reputation is damaged before his channel even really took off. Mike threw the Milo to the wolves. That's some poetic irony right there. Thanks, Mike. Jeff Nippard was in the comments defending Mike, mocking Solomon, saying people don't understand how PhD programs work. Now, Jeff looks like a clown who got duped. The university looks terrible. Mike took a situation that would have blown over in a week.
No, they don't look terrible. They just don't care. I mean, there's bunches of dissertations there, and a lot of them have clerical errors. I mean, it shows whether he can do the research or not, though. Yeah, some of them are negative numbers, but that's a clerical error. He's already admitted to it. I think it's a little to do about nothing.
Week and turned it into a scandal that's going to follow him forever. But it gets even better. Mike's current story is that he gave Milo multiple versions of the thesis, and Milo somehow found the updated final version dated March 2013. Except there's one tiny problem with that story that Milo himself said on YouTube 3 separate times, that Mike only gave him one document, not multiple versions, one, singular, uno. So,
no, it doesn't. It's East Tennessee. I mean, you're talking about Tennessee. This is the South here. I mean, Tennessee has the lowest graduation rate for education. You wouldn't look at you wouldn't look at Tennessee, North Carolina, or anywhere in the South as a mecca for education, as far as I'm concerned. And especially East Tennessee, for that matter.
Either Mike is lying about giving.
There's nothing but drunks here in Tennessee. There's nothing but drunks.
Milo multiple versions, or Milo is lying about only receiving one. And since Milo said it 3 times before Mike came out with this new story, I'm going to go ahead and say Mike is lying. Again. For someone who claims to be a genius, that's remarkably stupid behavior. A smart person would have said, yeah, my dissertation was rough, I was young and rushed it, but look at all the quality work I've done since. Done. Everyone moves on.
No, you would not have moved on. You guys obviously don't like this guy. So, no, you would not have moved on. You would have dug in. And it would have continued. Morons.
Instead, Mike's ego couldn't handle admitting fault, and now this shitstorm has happened. And now we come to the most entertaining part of all this. Greg Doucette is absolutely going to feast on this content for months. Greg and Mike have had beef for years. Greg's been calling out Mike's bullshit forever. And now, Mike just handed Greg the greatest gift possible. Proof that Mike lies when confronted with criticism and possibly commits forgery to cover his ass. Greg is going to make 50 videos about
It's not forgery. I mean, it's not. Who cares?
This. Each one more pitch higher than the last. And the best part? Mike can't really respond. What's he gonna say? Greg, stop making fun of me for lying and forging documents. I know some of you are thinking, who cares about a PhD from 2013? This is all just drama.
I guess he's talking to me now, I guess.
And you're partially right. The original thesis being bad? Whatever. Ancient history. But this exposed something way more important, Mike's character. This isn't just a PhD problem. This is a this person cannot be trusted problem. If Mike lies about something this easily verifiable, what else is he lying about? His training advice? His diet recommendations? His drug protocols? How can you trust anything he says when we now know he'll just lie when...
Stone Cold Steve Austin says, don't trust anyone. No, you don't trust anyone. You never trust anyone. What are you talking about? Here's the thing, if you're looking for a drug doctor, do your research there and sign up for whoever you wish to sign up for. Just expect that you may get a good one or a bad one. All right?
Caught. This isn't about
No, Frank doesn't feel good.
perfectionism or making mistakes. This is about integrity. So where does this leave us? Mike's career isn't over. He's made millions. He has a loyal fan base. He'll keep making content, but his reputation is permanently damaged. The Dr. Mike brand is dead.
No, it's not damaged. Like I said, you're digging into someone's. It's sort of like how someone goes back whenever they were a kid and they look at old Twitter posts and they get all upset and everything about something and they go and make a stink about a TikTok or a Twitter post that they made like freaking 15 years ago when they were 16. Or look at Jimmy Kimmel. They got upset because 25 years ago he did a blackface Karl Malone. I mean, we're talking like 25 years ago on the Man Show. I mean, literally speaking, who cares what he did in 2013? If you had a problem with what he did in 2013, you should have argued about it in 2014 or somewhere sooner. Here it is, 2025, and you're talking about some dissertation that he did 12 years ago. In 12 years' time, he has obviously amassed a lot of experience to where he now knows how to do appropriate research. Okay? And we're not going to know everything whenever we get out of school. Whenever I graduated, I didn't know everything about fitness and exercise. There's book knowledge and then there's real life work, actually, in other words. It doesn't come with, just because you earn a piece of paper or a PhD or a degree or something, you still don't know anything. You still got to have real world experience, which is what Mike Isertelli. I'm not defending his dissertation. Obviously, it's crap. But beyond that, so what? He was a kid at that time. A child.
Nobody's going to take that PhD seriously ever again. Every time he tries to use his credentials to win an argument, someone's going to bring this up. Every time he acts like he's smarter than everyone else, someone's going to post the screenshot of him admitting he lied about his thesis. He's going to have to rebuild trust, and that's going to take years if it's even possible.
Oh, wow.
Wolfman's career is also damaged from this. Jeff Nippard and other defenders look foolish for going to bat for Mike without checking the facts first. Solomon Nelson looks like a hero for doing actual investigative work instead of just accepting credentials at face value. And Greg Doucette is going to make enough content from this to buy another house. And me, I'm making my third video about PhD drama instead of actual fitness content because you degenerates keep clicking on it and the algorithm loves controversy. Am I part of the problem? Absolutely. Do I care? Not particularly. Mike handed us the greatest content gift imaginable, and I'm going to milk it for all it's worth. At least I'm honest about what I'm doing, unlike some people. Look, here's my actual take on all this. Mike could have survived the bad dissertation. It was embarrassing, but survivable. What he can't survive is being exposed as a liar who forges documents. The fitness industry has a huge problem with people using fake credentials and making shit up. We need less of that.
But except his credentials are not fake. You spend 6 years. Here's the thing, folks. You spend 6 years getting a PhD, and you're going to call it fake all because he had some clerical errors on one dissertation. Seriously. Stupid.
Not more. Mike just made it worse by showing that even people with real PhDs will lie and cheat when their ego is threatened. When you fuck up, own it. Don't lie. Don't throw your friends under the bus to cover your ass. Mike, if you're watching this, which you're probably not because you claim to never watch criticism of yourself, here's some free advice. Stop lying. Apologize properly. Own what you did. It's the best way forward. But you won't because your ego won't let you. And that's why this drama is going to follow you forever. To everyone else, stop trusting people just because they have credentials. Stop defending people just because you like their content. Think critically, ask questions, and when someone gets caught lying, don't make excuses for them. Now, stop watching me talk about YouTube drama and go train something. Your muscles don't care about who has the most legitimate PhD, they only care about progressive overload and adequate protein. Although, at this rate, we're gonna need to make a whole series about this drama because Mike keeps making it worse. I'm Zerk, and I'll see you in the next one, where hope.
Is there an actual picture of this Zerk Fitness guy? Or is it just all animated stuff? Do you even have he doesn't even have a picture of himself.
Before you skip bench press their body weight.
So all of this stuff could be all AI generated. What a moron. That is the most stupidest thing ever. Who cares? Again, folks, who cares about a dissertation that he did 13 years ago? It doesn't mean you spend all those years getting a PhD, all the reports and stuff like that, and because he has some clerical errors, at least he wrote a dissertation. Yeah, the AI does the voice and animation, definitely. It's just so clear. Yeah, Tyson Fury uses his arms in order to deflect the punches, which is definitely a
Today
good
we're talking
technique.
about the streamer who got accused of
Shut up. That's right, no dubs.
Major James Capers, you're a retired United States Marine Corps officer and true American hero. You're a pioneer in reconnaissance, training, tactics. You're one of the first African American Marines to serve in the elite force reconnaissance companies and the first to receive a battlefield commission. You're a recipient of the Silver Star, 2 Bronze Stars with Valor, 3 Purple Hearts, and induction into the U.S. Special Operation Command's Commando Hall of Honor. You're the author of Faith Through the Storm. You are the subject of the documentary Major Capers, The Legend of Team Broadminded. You are a father figure to Team Broadminded, a specialized group of Force Reconnaissance Marines. An honor.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Now that right there, folks, is someone who has some real alpha credentials. I mean, seriously. If you want to know what alpha credentials are, that's alpha credentials. I mean, just look at the guy here. I mean, dang. That right there is alpha credentials right there. Look at him just chilling. I mean, look at him. Damn. He just like, what? What? What you want? What? What? If I'm going to criticize him, it's the shape of his head. I mean, he sort of looks like Flat Top from Dick Tracy. His head does look like Flat Top from Dick Tracy, but other than that, I mean, geez. Going off about a dissertation. Dissertation, these nuts. These nuts.
What are you doing? You're taking my lawnmower?
Yeah, what are you talking about? I bought this shit.
How am I supposed to cut my grass now?
You can use a pair of scissors for all I give a fuck. I don't give a damn about none of that. Yo, you want to allow your man to text me talking about I look like Walmart Drake, calling me a Minuteman and shit? No. You could have his cross-eyed ass help you get a new lawnmower.
All right, I'm calling the cops. The neighbors are seeing all this.
You can call the cops. Call the cops. I'm repoing my shit. I bought this shit. This is mine. Look, fuck what you gotta say.
All right, whatever.
You want to disrespect me in front of my kids and shit? I don't give a damn. Have your new man go to Home Depot and buy you some new shit, man. Fuck out of here.
I'm gonna call the cops for what? That's his own. That's his stuff. I mean, that's his stuff. I put a video in community chat. Let's see what we got. We got plenty of time, actually, so that's no big deal. But I'll tell you this right now, folks. There's nothing like natural comedy. I mean, that 45-second short over a freaking lawnmower, that's just mints.
I mean, I like you emphasize with your curse words to like drill down the point, right? And I'm
really pissed off though. Like I'm like not joking. Like I really get heated, you know. It's really a problem. Like
maybe it's a gift. Maybe it's a gift.
I love it. I don't give a fuck. Like everyone can dip who can't take it. Fuck them. You know, there's some people who love it and there's some who don't. You know, and maybe toxic ones are the ones who can't stand it. And maybe the ones who can stand it aren't the toxic ones. We got it backwards. But I don't know, bro. I just always been me, you know. I don't really care to win or lose. I'm gonna speak how I speak and live how I live. And like losses weren't really losses to me ever, you know. So like, why would someone not speak like that? Because they just didn't grow up that way, or they changed their speech pattern out of fear of
I really wish that this music wasn't playing in the background. It's kind of lame.
Not being accepted in some way, like maybe losing their job or fucking, you know. Even yesterday, I pull up to that penthouse and this guy's out front. He's already tripping on my car. And I'm like, listen, it's Friday, like 5 o'clock. Why do I pull up every time and you guys have to stop me and talk to me for 20 minutes, like trying to scold me or something? And this one guy, like, he's like, hey, I need to talk to you. He was like a board member of the building. I said, I don't have to fucking talk to you. I don't know who the fuck you are. And he's like, I'm a member of the board. I said, I don't give a fuck who you are. I said, you can email me normally like a normal person who's a member of the fucking board. And he goes, oh, he's so shocked that I talked to him like that. I said, what, fucker? I don't know who you are. What, are you just going to stop me, bro? I'm like, I'm trying to go in my house. You're just going to stop me. Like, because you're so important. Board member. Why don't you do it right and fucking email me so I know who the fuck you are? Or show me a fucking card or something. I don't know who the...
Why is he going off for? He just seems to be getting angrier and angrier. It makes no sense.
The fuck you are? Well, you ain't nobody to me, fool. And they're just like, God damn. This fool just lit this fool. They're like, well, fine, we'll just tow the car then. I said, you ain't gonna tow it because I'm gonna drive back to my other mansion. Who you talking to? And he's just all, And he like started like get all scared, like we might have to call the cops. I said, look at you, pussy. You were all Mr. Authority till you realize I don't give a fuck about your authority. You want to learn something right now? Watch who you talk to. And he's just like, God damn. And then some chick comes out. She was like management at the building or something. And then the fucking Gordito, the fucking fat little fucking Paisa fucking valet guy starts running his mouth again. I don't know what he's saying. I'm gonna tell his fat ass to shut the fuck up when I'm talking. And people are like, oh my God, you can't be that way. I said, then don't stop me at 5 o'clock when I'm going to my fucking place, okay? And they're just all, fuck. I'm like, do you think I have to live here? Do you think I have to live here? I pay $100,000 a month. I don't have to live anywhere. I can live anywhere I want. Fuck you and fuck you. And they're just all, fuck. I'm all, you guys are just mad about my $5 million car because you're broke fucking losers, okay?
You don't have a $5 million car. Shh. Quiet.
Get me? I'm all, and you guys don't talk to me that way. You guys contact my assistant or my email to come speak to me because you're not on my level. You're on the board at a stupid condo building that I live at the top of because I chose to. Shut the fuck up. And they're just all, God damn. Bro, I don't care what happens. I'm going to run everything. I'll run it in the ground. I'll run the situation. A cop tried to give me a ticket the other day. I said, fuck you doing? Put that shit away, bitch. And he did, bro. I was shocked at that. He did, and he walked away. He's like, and my homie's like, God damn, you just lit that fool. And he totally put his shit away. Like, dude, this guy was kind of healthy too. I thought he was gonna be like a problem after I started popping off. I'm like, damn, I probably, like, as I was saying it, and I had to commit because I already fucking was already in, you know.
They don't want that smoke. They don't want that smoke.
He didn't want it. But then the next day they were like, as I was saying it, and I had to commit because I already fucking was already in, you know.
They don't want that smoke.
You know, this guy sort of looks like Grizzly Jr. I mean, I'm surprised Wes Watson ain't yelling at him, calling him a fat, squishy, marshmallow-looking dude, you know? It surprises me.
He didn't want it. But then the next day they were trying to tow my car. The guy who wanted to smoke, he probably went and told him. And the guy came down all hot like, hey, this is in the wrong spot. And he's like, and you don't have plates. I said, you know who I am. I don't need plates on the goddamn car. Bought it cash. Well, where are the plates at? You need plates. You want me to get the plates? Oh, my boy, bring them down here right now. It fell off the car. And he's like, oh, it didn't fall off the car. I said, fell off the back. Put that one back on until it comes in. How you going to tell me that? Like, and then this guy just starts arguing. Bro, I don't have it in me to let anyone tell me shit, bro. Like,
how do you not give two pieces?
What? You know what? Sometimes this is what we call backbiting and excessive anger. I mean, he's just angry at no reason. He gives a story and then he just gets angry off telling. How can you get angry about telling a story from the past? You need to take a soak in the pool or something, you know, drink a little bit of whiskey, you know. What's up, Darth Blaha? Don't stop! I can't play this video. It's a long explanation, but I can't play that video. In fact, the video itself is I'll have to explain to you. I could play any Will Tennyson video. This one I can't play. I will get a community strike for it. I've watched the video and Will has this particular video heavily copyrighted to where if I even so much put up any type of content, it will get flagged. So I'll play another Will Tennyson video. I just can't play that one in particular. Let's check out one of his most recent ones. Well, all of them are long as hell. I mean, it's a good video. It reminds me of a one of those black porno things here, but yeah. Let me find another one here. I mean, he has some good videos out there. I mean, really. Let's try this one.
What's your background with powerlifting, weightlifting?
So I'm a Paralympic powerlifter. I've competed at 4 Paralympic Games bench press, and I won a silver at the 2016 Paralympic Games.
What was your bench?
My best bench ever is 202 kilo. I did that at 55 kilo body weight.
Wow. I want you to coach me to my best bench ever.
Oh God, what now?
Right now.
Elbows nice and tight. Cool, nice. You're actually not a bad bencher, actually. There's potential there. What's your best?
Pause, 353.
Okay, that's not bad.
I like being at a gym where I'm at the bottom of the totem pole.
I mean, I'm
feels good.
I'm 3'10", so I'm always at the bottom.
This will be a PR.
Listen to my calls, come on.
3, 2, 1. See if I PR this bench in the world's oldest gym. What's your background with?
Yeah, I like Will's content. He really does some really good stuff there. It's very entertaining, and it's quite helpful as far as, you know, things are concerned. But that video, he doesn't make any money off that video. That video is actually restricted. I kid you not. If you play the video, you'll notice that no ads should be coming up because the video is restricted content from YouTube. But he has that one on guard. But I mean, it's a really good video though, so. Oh my God, look at this here.
In this moment, she once fought for her seat. She now fights for her championship belt. Rosa Parks! In this moment, she once fought for her seat. She now fights for her championship belt. Rosa!
Man, who is putting this stuff out here? My God. I mean, they're just... I mean, literally speaking, they are just... Chris Benoit versus Aaron Hernandez. You know, Betty White was... I don't know why they're doing a Betty White Raw promo. I think she was on WWE at one time. But, I mean, just look at all this stuff he's got. I got to figure out what this Sora stuff is. I mean... It looks like he started using this right around at this point in time. And obviously, he is racking up a ton of views. I got to get a hold of this particular Sora app there because, I mean, heck.
God, here he is, the knockout king himself, strolling in with a round of cocktails like it's happy hour.
Look at that swagger.
He's ready to lay waste to these ladies and make himself comfortable while he does. God, here he is, the knockout king himself.
Oh, man.
Think this ring is your happy little neighborhood, huh? You think your hero's gonna come save you? Not tonight. Not in my neighborhood. What's his name? Tell me. John. Wrong. The only name that matters is... Think this ring is your happy little...
Could you sign this for me, please?
Sorry, kid. That doesn't work for me, brother.
Oh, okay.
Stay cool, all right?
You know, that's kind of a shame that, now Hulk Hogan has passed away. The only way you can see new content is this year. But I got to see this. I got to check this Chris Benoit versus Aaron Hernandez thing out.
Benoit cinching it in. He's got Hernandez up. No way. This through the flaming table. Oh my God, Benoit just planted him straight through the fire. Everywhere, flames everywhere. Benoit cinching it in. He's got Hernandez up. No way. This through the.
I mean, it's kind of silly, but yeah. That's some good mints there. I got to figure that out. A Servage? Yeah, sure, we can do a Servage video. Alright, let's put that one up.
Hi, a subscriber of mine suggested that I should review a video by Father Moses. I chose the video called Priest Ranks Worst Addictions. The original title of the video is Priest Ranks Least Manly Activities. I wonder why he changed the title. I assume that it's because people disagreed with the video, but we'll see.
A lot of people ask me, Father Moses, how can I increase my manliness to absurd levels?
As you can tell from the intro, the original intention of the video was to talk about manliness.
Well, today we are going to explore those behaviors which will take you up and take you down. We have this beautiful chart here that is going to show us where we place modern day activities. Number 1, looks maxing.
Saint maxing. Oh wow, looks maxing. That's number 1. Okay, we'll see.
If your routine includes dyeing your beard, using some kind of iron, mewing, waxing.
Mewing,
Mewing?
I don't even believe that mewing works. I know that some people do. I already made a video about that a while ago. You would dye your beard to hide the gray hairs, I suppose. In his case, for sure. Yeah, why would you do that?
Shaping your eyebrows or any other such thing. You
no need if you have naturally good eyebrows.
Have a wonderful place in your mom's basement where you can live.
Okay, for him it's just the worst. The subscriber said that he's a bodybuilder. Yeah, I suppose that I can tell. And he's of course an older guy. He probably was never the best looking guy on earth. It's understandable why he ranks it at the bottom. What would he even be able to do at this point anymore? It's a kind of coping mechanism, most likely. He tries to do it, obviously, it's pointless.
And post photos of yourself on Instagram showing a physique or facade that is ridiculous. Cross legs.
Well, no, it doesn't have to be. I don't even promote that much. Just do minimal stuff to increase your looks. And increasing your health also increases your looks, so to speak. It makes you look better. That's the best way anyway, and the only way that's gonna last, actually. Especially for the future generations, which is important.
If your thighs are able to cross perfectly like this, they are simply not big enough. I don't have anything more to say about that. Game Boy. This is anyone who is involved in this Warhammer nonsense. Any kind of...
The video comes off as a bit insecure, or is it just me? It's a kind of fake manliness. I'm gonna stay open, we'll see.
Just lore that is taking you hundreds of hours to read. Dungeons and Dragons, board games that take 4 to 8 hours. Grand Theft Auto will fall into this as well. I'm gonna say, this is definitely in your mom's basement.
Yep, okay. I agree with that. It's men imitating what they naturally want to do. Not that he understands that as a priest. In some ways, he's even imitating what he naturally wants to do as a religious man. But that's a different topic.
These are activities for people who don't have anything better to do with their life. If you're a man with a family, it's...
Kind of. It's more so that they don't really understand what they naturally want to do. Or they just believe that they are not allowed to, which is why they imitate it, but close enough.
Fine to have a hobby, but when your hobby consumes, 8 hours of your week, every week, preparing and executing for it, and it has no tangible return on investment, I'm going to say this is not the activity that a married man with children should be engaged in.
Okay, yes, that's true, but a married man with children will usually not do that, at least a lot, maybe sometimes, but you will have different priorities, which would be natural, or what you would call created by God.
Great and Holy Lent. This is Saint Maxing. This is the time of
Saint Maxing. Interesting.
The year where we should be committing ourselves to fasting, to being in every prayer service.
Wait, what? Fasting? Why does he promote starving? That's also at the bottom. In your mom's basement, yeah. Fasting, starving. Going against nature. In your case, going against creation and God.
This is an extremely long video there, Matt. And there's a couple of other things I do want to play, so...
And I'm going to tell you from experience, within the last couple of weeks, I've had times where...
What is hard about it? People...
Yeah, this video is pretty long there, so... Yeah, if you got a shorter one, that's fine there, but that one's just way too long, and He's just talking jibber jabber. So let me find a good Servage video. Hang tight. We're going to have to call for a substitute. Yeah, let's see. Ah, here's a good one. I'll have to go to Reddit for this one because it's no longer on YouTube.
Guys, my high meat is 1 year old now, so I'm gonna eat it all at once, just for you guys. Whatever I have left here. It's the oldest meat I've ever seen. It's gotten pretty dry now, because of how long it's been sitting there. Smells like acidic mushrooms. I'm gonna eat it all at once. There's too much. I can't even get it all in. Oh, very strong. Not bad. Very strong.
Well, eventually they
that
will.
really goes in your throat. Big time. Mm. Oh, like eating chili. Fucking hell. Fuck. Raw. Mm. It doesn't taste bad, but it's so spicy that you feel it here that it's hard to swallow. Okay.
We like Servage, but we want him in small doses there, Matthew. Here's the thing. Servage is technically on the run, but he goes to different countries. But he's not really broken a specific law to where it's worth it for them to go to another country and export him back to bring him back to the country to where he's broken the crimes at, if that makes any sense. But hang tight, I'll be right back. We're going to play some more videos. I got to take a piss. Oh, whoops, I put later up there. I meant to put this one up here, but instead I put this one. Oh, boy. Hopefully none of y'all left. Oh, God. So we got more mints coming up here, so... Yep, a lot of good stuff here.
Let's go to Democrat MAGA, who's calling in next. Hello, Democrat MAGA. Democrat MAGA, go ahead.
Brian, it's me, the #1 caller voted by all PTL listeners around the globe, calling in. So everyone...
Who did that vote? I didn't know we did a vote. Who voted on that?
They did.
Oh, they did.
Oh,
Okay.
everybody knows.
I think
everybody knows.
I think
I'm
that's
the
fake
#1
news.
caller.
Okay, I think that's fake news, but that's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I had to call because I clearly misunderstood or misheard what you said. You said, man, nobody gave Joe Biden credit for giving up the merchant of death, the international arms dealer who was tracked by the FBI for 5 years.
Okay, so that's not what I said. Let's have a conversation about that. First of all, that's not what I said. I said they didn't give Joe Biden credit for multiple things, including bringing back hostages, October 2023, Natalie, Renan, and Judith. I mentioned January of 2025, September 2023, December of 2022. Number two, were you the same person? Were you the same person that was complaining about Donald Trump calling into shows when he released 5,000 Taliban terrorists? 5,000. Were you calling into shows complaining about that? Listen, I don't like the fact that this guy was freed, but unfortunately, just like in this situation, where a lot of Palestinians and a lot of people, by the way, that have...
I know he's a douchebag, but, this douchebag brings the mints. And this live stream is all about the mints, the piss.
Committed some horrible crimes. Benjamin Netanyahu was forced to release them. When you make these sorts of trades, or lack of a better term, there are going to be bad people on the other side that are going to be released. Obviously, you don't understand that, but that's okay. Since you're asking me about one individual, I'm asking you now, were you outspoken about Donald Trump releasing 5,000 Taliban terrorists? Yes or no?
I don't know specifically.
Oh, how convenient. Well, guess what? Let me educate you, because when I try to educate you MAGA buffoons, you don't know anything about it. So now let me educate you, and let's see what you have to say. So you referred to one horrible, horrific human being, which I would agree with.
I mean, folks, whenever you call in on a radio station, just be prepared. You're dealing with experts.
Who belongs behind bars, who Joe Biden had to negotiate and release him to get back 3 Americans who were jailed. That's what you are talking about. And you seem to have a big problem with that. Well, you see, my friend, 5,000 Taliban terrorists were released under Donald Trump. 5,000. So my question to you is, number one, why haven't you heard about that? And number two, can you find me a time in our history where either Donald Trump or Joe Biden or Barack Obama or George W. Bush or any of these people negotiated with terrorist organizations and didn't have to give up something in return? As we pod you back up on the show, can you please give me an example of that?
Well, no, but no.
Okay, good. Thank you.
You got to tell me though. Just tell me what we got to exchange. That's like it's a good deal or a bad deal. What did we get in exchange?
I really don't care.
You don't know.
No. I do know.
Bottom
down again. When you ask me a question, you give me a chance to answer it. If you're going to interrupt me, then the conversation is over. By the way, you are either extremely ill-informed or uneducated or lying. That you don't know that Donald Trump helped release 5,000 Taliban terrorists. 5,000, you seem to know nothing about that. But Joe Biden makes a deal to get back 3 Americans, and you don't like the fact that he released 1 horrible terrorist, and you want to make that case. But then on the other side of things, you know nothing about Donald Trump releasing 5,000 terrorists. So I could care less about what your opinions are on that. Okay,
Well,
I can don't well me. Don't well me. I'm asking you for a third time. Are you okay with Donald Trump? I'm asking for a fifth time. I'll ask 20 times until you answer it. Are you okay with Donald Trump, who released 5,000 Taliban terrorists? Yes or no? Don't tell me. No. Don't tell me. I don't know about it then. I don't know about it, you freaking clown. I don't know about it. It's so interesting when I bring up a retort to what you imbeciles say, and all of a sudden, I don't know anything about that. You sound like J.D. Vance. Oh, I don't know anything about Tom Homan. I don't know anything about that. Have you seen the violence on...
Who is Tom Homan? Does anyone know who Tom Homan is? I have no clue who that is.
January 6th? Oh, I didn't see any of that video. I don't know anything about that, you turd. If you're going to call into this show, you better know what you're talking about. Let me explain to you something. There is no trade in American history where we got prisoners back, where everybody was happy with what we gave up. That's part of negotiating with really horrible, bad people. That's what Joe Biden did. That's what Joe Biden did, you dope. You imbecile. Did you give Joe Biden credit for any of the things that I mentioned?
I'm just asking.
I'm just asking. I'll answer.
You know, I really hate the word czar, Ryan. I mean, who came up with that term anyway?
Like you did. I'll answer like you did. I'll answer like you did, you dope. I don't know anything about that. What do you think about that, you bag of turd?
5,000 might have been the best trade ever. We don't know what we got in return.
Oh, okay. So what do you think would be a good thing that we got in return for releasing 5,000 Taliban terrorists? Give me an example.
Said, listen, we'll disarm 50
They didn't disarm.
weapons.
That didn't happen.
No.
Because Donald Trump, I'll tell you why. You see, we do know what happened when Joe Biden negotiated and released the terrorist that you're talking about. He released a terrorist. We got 3 American citizens. We do know. The reason why we don't know what the Taliban gave us is because Donald Trump caved. That's why. They did not get rid of their artillery and weapons, because if they did, we would have known about it and Donald Trump would have been gloating about it. So you are wrong. So I find it very convenient. I find it very convenient, sir, that you call into the show and you have a problem with a trade that Joe Biden made, us getting 3 American citizens back, releasing 1 terrorist. But yet, you don't even know anything about the deal that Donald Trump made.
There's no such thing as a good deal or a bad deal for one. I mean, it's an even Stevens. Both sides don't really win anything. We get something back, they get something back. That's what a negotiation. You can't have a one-sided deal. That's just the way things are.
When he released,
but you don't
not
either.
5. Excuse me, sir. 5,000, and you're trying to make the excuse. Maybe we got something in return. Listen, you're a fool. You're a fool. Okay.
You thought we gave
You're an Hey, by the way, is the war over? Is the war over between Hamas and Israel?
Over in Iran that you said we're going to have?
I asked you a question. Don't answer a
You
question.
said when we
Don't
bombed
answer a
them.
question. Pot him down again. You see, sir, the way that this works is I ask a question and you answer it. You don't answer a question with a question, you fool. I'm asking you a very specific question now, since we're talking about deals and you're a Donald Trump supporter. Sir, I need you to pay attention now, okay? Don't answer the question with a question, otherwise the conversation is over. It's not much of a conversation anyway, because you're a moron. We've established that. Please tell me whether the war is over or not right now. Is it over? Because Donald Trump, your Sir Turd Orange leader, said it was over. So now I'm asking you your opinion, sir, since you're such a smart guy. Is the war over in the Middle East? Is it over? Is it over? Yes or no? Is it over?
Yes,
is the war over?
There's no more fighting.
Is the war over? Is the war over? Yes or no?
Since the announcement,
is the war over? Yes or no? Is the war over? Yes or no? Okay, well then you're a complete 100%. Idiot. So Hamas hasn't been disarmed. If the war was over, why would an evil terrorist organization still have weapons? If the war was over, why isn't Benjamin Netanyahu saying the war is over? Don't get me wrong. I'm sure you know much more than he does because you sound like such an educated man. Why isn't the Prime Minister of Israel saying the war is over? And why is it that Hamas is still in control of Gaza? Please explain that to me, sir, since you're so intelligent. Go ahead.
It's been 2 days.
It's been 2 days. Okay, so if it's only okay, so first of all, the war is not over. As I repeat once again, because you're an imbecile, I'll repeat it again. Hamas still has their weapons. That means the enemy still has all their weapons, and they still are in control of parts of Gaza. That means the war is not over. And if your excuse is it's only been 2 days, then maybe the president of the United States shouldn't say the war is over when it's only been 2 days. You're making the point for me, you imbecile. Can you make one valid point in this whole conversation? You just get dumber and dumber by the second, sir. You really do.
Again,
this
master class in my debate.
Yeah, okay. Here's a master class. Here's the master class on how to hang up on the master debater moron that you are. You say the war is over. You say the war is done. The war's over when the enemy in Hamas still has all their weapons and they're still in control parts of Gaza. You complain to me about a
Oh, boy. All right, folks. Time to do a cut and short here. Hold on. A little bit of education there, folks.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, are you starting to see the adoption of like the woke inclusivity sort of alphabet rainbow flag culture there yet?
No, not that. That part isn't here. No, they have ladyboys here.
Yeah, somebody was asking in the comments, asking about the ladyboys. I'm not sure what they want to know, but
yeah, no, ladyboys are amazing here. They're men that want to be women. They dress like women. They act like women. They act like women better than women act like women in America. Like an American man can come from America and then come to Thailand and see this like beautiful creature that's like a 10 out of 10 and knows exactly how to treat him sexually and psychologically. And I mean, I've been seduced by plenty of ladyboy and even tricked. I welcome them. If they're so good that they can be more beautiful than a woman and seduce me better than a woman, I'm okay getting tricked. And I get a lot of criticism for saying that, of course.
That's interesting. So
I think it's the opposite of gay. I think what's gay is being with an American woman who acts more masculine than a man, and versus like a Thailand ladyboy who's super feminine and acts the femininity even more than an American woman.
Okay, I mean, like I could see why somebody would criticize you for that. So,
and they don't care about like their labels or their right. They'll use the women's bathroom, and they look like women and they act like women, and the women don't care at all because the women see the ladyboys as them because they are acting exactly like they're friends with them, and ladyboys also because they have a little bit of the male brain, they're smarter and they were better at business and they're also more logical, so they're able to like work with women and lead women and let women follow them and listen to them, but they're also able to be the liaison between women and logic.
That's interesting. There's apparently some level of sex tourism that goes on because there's a demographic of ladyboys in Thailand. I think it's mostly Germans that are known for wanting to visit and hang with these dudes. Is that like, what is that avatar about?
I want you to hear this again. Tony Hughes is up there.
Goes on because there's a demographic.
He still calls them dudes.
The ladyboys in Thailand. I think it's mostly Germans that are known for wanting to visit and hang with these dudes. Is that like, what is that avatar about?
Well, I have been really shocked by the amount of masculine, successful businessmen that love to take it in the ass by ladyboys. that still surprises me. I don't feel anything gross about it. I'm just like, wow, really? Like,
interesting. Yeah, there's actually a book out there if you guys want to learn a little bit more about the underground world of human degeneracy. It's called A Billion Wicked Thoughts, and it talks about elements of that guys have fetishes around.
So can I? Okay, I wanted to figure out what some of my fetishes are because I'm 40 years old and I go through life and then I figure out, oh, this is a fetish. God, I wish I knew I would have liked this 20 years ago. And, learning by trial and error means I got to go through a lot of stuff I also don't end up liking. I would love to have like a checklist of different fetishes Is that what you're talking? Is that like this book, or would give me that checklist? I could try.
No, I
some
wouldn't
new
say
stuff
that
out?
it's a checklist. It's more of a dive into research and study on human use of the internet and search habits on Google and porn sites and stuff like that to see what fetishes come up. So if you want to dive into stuff that maybe you haven't touched on, you might be surprised and find something in there. But it's a pretty interesting read. If I'm not
Okay, what do you call it? Because it does sound
it's
like
called a billion wicked thoughts.
Okay.
I really hope you guys enjoyed that clip. If you
Thought I'd play a little classic there, folks. A little classic. That's all. That's all we're doing. That's all we gotta have some mints around here. 40 miles. So you got a Sneeko video? Let's check that out here. I mean, we're gonna chop up this into shorts anyway pretty soon, so I thought I already did this one. I don't know.
Wait a minute, wait, man, you must admit, wine sparky wells off the hook. The females there, bodies was tight. And did you see Tanya? See Tanya? Man, I'm doing a little more than just seeing Tanya since last summer. You been hitting that? Oh, yeah. On the page of going up. Tanya?
Oh, Maryland. When I grow up, I'm gonna be just like you.
Wait, that's Is that Tanya? The baby? I gotta go, y'all.
You sure do. I've been paging you. Why haven't you called me back? Tony, you know you had to keep your son tonight. Did you buy diapers?
Son? Diapers?
Come on, I have to go to work.
Still wanna be like me?
Teen pregnancy is not just a girl problem. There are teen fathers. Ready to be a dad? Sex can wait.
I mean, being a father is a beautiful thing, but yeah, you gotta keep it zipped up. If you gonna go into war, better put your helmet on. You're gonna get hit. Like, phew. What is this? Sneeko.
I'm spending the final days of my early 20s traveling the world trying to find the ideal place to raise a family. The original plan was keep being a degenerate until I'm 30 before kneeling on a prayer mat, but you can't procrastinate truth forever. You can't ignore how most 20-somethings are currently parading in the streets celebrating the deadliest sin with rainbows. Most of them don't even want to have children for illegitimate reasons.
Why was Sneeko banned anyway, Matthew? Why was he banned to begin with? I don't recall.
Reasons ranging from climate change to feminism.
And even though I probably won't buy a house in the middle of nowhere.
Vince, were you almost a teen father?
Quick pump with a $2 donation. Yeah, I was almost a teen father. Like I said, sometimes bump and grind, and there was one girl, I'm not going to say the names or anything like that. She ended up being pregos. I knew I tapped. Got the pregnancy test. Came back clean. It wasn't me. It was some other Negro that she was messing. I mean, it was a white woman, but she sure did love the dark meat. And I'm just glad that whatever I shot out didn't land. Somebody else's stuff land. I don't know who the baby daddy is. I don't really care. It ain't my kid. I ain't your daddy, anything like that. Just keeping it real, tell it to you like it is. But yeah, it was, and this has happened twice. Both of them white women. They thought that I was the baby. Now, I will tell you this right now. If the baby popped out all brown and everything like that, golden brown, little mix and mix vegan gains like, then I would have said it probably was me. But if that baby popped out all white and everything, as dark as I am, it ain't gonna happen. And for that second woman, when that baby popped out, it was cracker white. It was a snowman. It was from the mountains of Caucasus, you know. That was an Iceland baby, you know what I'm saying? That was a glacier monkey that popped out of her belly, you know. All right? You can't have some albino white person there and try to claim it's my child. All right? Well, you must be the one. You the only one I was with. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. Now, the first child could have been mine, you know, because it was mixed. The other one was just straight up white. And I'm like, I'm thinking, whose goddamn white baby is this? Now, you know good and well it ain't me. I'm sorry. Now, I've never had a child before, but I sure as hell know biology. If I stick my nigga dick into a white woman, it's going to pop out, going to be half and half. You know what I'm saying? If you pour milk into coffee, it's not going to turn all white. It's going to be caramel colored. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a whole white baby up there and saying I was the only nigga I was with. Whoever you was with wasn't even a nigga to begin with. That was a white person, all right? And women be trying to pull that stuff. I'm like, don't you be putting me on that birth certificate, all right? Don't do that. Swear to God, we'll be on Maury. You keep pulling that type of stuff. If we went to Maury would be like, this show ain't even worth it. You know good and well that ain't your child. I'm glad you brought that up there, you know. It's good to, you know, no, I've not even thought of that in decades. This was back in the late 90s. So it's been decades since this whole situation happened. You know what I mean? It's been a long time. And, you know, the awful thing about it is, you know, those DNA tests cost money. Those things is like $500, you know, $500. Had to go take this test. You know, $500 back in the 90s, that's a lot of money. All right? But the baby was all white, you know? I mean, I'm not just talking lightly white. I mean, it was pasty white. I mean, she had sex with a Viking or something. Either that or one of those frost gods from, or something like that. I don't know. It definitely wasn't mine. If I start popping out white babies there, you know, it just ain't gonna work. Look how dark I am. You know what I mean? Look how dark I am. But you know, that's the way women are sometimes. They could be very trifling. Seriously, they can be trifling. The first one, yeah, that could have been mine. The second one, You've been messing with a honk. You know, that ain't a nig, that's a honk.
Where Spain, I see this search as the highest act of resistance.
That's like when some transgenders saying that they had a period. You know what I'm saying? You ain't had no period. You ain't got no poontang. You all right? Just because you could tuck your dick and your balls into your insides and stuff like that, don't mean you gonna start having a period. And I will put a period on that statement, that sentence, all right? Transgender women cannot have periods, all right? You can't have anything that's biologically related to a woman. You nasty son of a bitch. You are an embarrassment, you know?
People throw the term selling out a lot. And I believe that if you accept a dead-end fucking job to pay your bills, you're selling out. Those conversations you have when you're 40 about what could have been, should have been.
10 years of making videos.
But again, thanks for the donation. I apologize for the rant, folks.
Videos has defined most of my conscious life. Now I'm forced to create goals that are attainable for the next 10 years. I accomplished everything I had planned at 14. Right now is a defining moment in life where I can either coast off the dopamine of success, spending money on drugs and casual sex, or start from a new zero.
You only live once, and no matter what rap lyrics will tell you, that doesn't mean getting hammered out of your mind every Friday.
We both know the correct decision, but people need a constant reminder. These worldly temptations were outlined for 2 hours straight by a sheikh that I met in Madrid. In that masjid, he slowly explained in broken English and French how drugs, sex, and filth is fun, but more important than health, it's corrupting your soul. Of course I want to be a degenerate, enjoy the fruits of my labor. I fantasize all the time about a month directly after...
Man, I'm still mad there just thinking about that. I mean, if that child popped out looking like Vegan Gains, that could have been my child. But it didn't.
Ramadan called Haramadan, where you can just indulge in degeneracy for 30 days straight. That temptation is strong, but the happiness is fleeting. The highest form of human achievement is inspiration. Clearly defining your purpose and working towards accomplishing it is the only way that men can escape suicide.
Seeing people on TV...
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. I mean, you're saying a lot of inspirational stuff, but now you done going off the deep end as far as suicide's concerned. If you thinking about committing suicide, you need to get some professional help. Fuck all that old inspirational bullshit there, you know. You seek medical attention from experts. And they will give you something called drugs.
Making something out of their lives, while I'm filing reports for a corporation I despise would kill me.
It took me a decade to learn the very simple truth they cannot teach in school. The world is run by satanic billionaires, and as long as we're controlled, we're underneath their spell. Almost all people fit into one of two groups. One side will mutilate their children to fit a gender ideology, and the other gets vasectomies to have meaningless sex forever. But both sides don't realize they're conforming to ideas they would have never had by following God. Everyone is coping and adjusting to the evil that rules over us. There's enough resources for everyone to be happy. There's enough love, enough empathy, but greed corrupts the human spirit. Without greed, we have everything we need. Greed has 0.1% of the population in a chokehold that 99.9% can't even comprehend. Today marks a decade since I started my YouTube channel called Sneeko, and it's because of that greed that I don't have my channel to celebrate it. The greed that has the pharmaceutical companies keeping us sick. That greed that...
What? Oh boy.
Rigs elections so they maintain control. Those 10 years define an internal struggle that every person can relate to. Visually, it's defined by a rat in a maze. Like everyone, you start the maze looking for a way out, but whoever set it up put up traps with poisonous cheese. Even when the rat discovers the cheese is poisonous because there's carcasses laying all around, it still chooses to eat it from any reason ranging from finances to mental health. When I started the maze playing video games,
I ain't eating no motherfucking cheese. What are you talking about? What is he talking about? It doesn't even make no bit of sense.
I had learned freedom of expression. In that time of life where you're free from responsibility but held back by fear of judgment. Just insecure enough to find your voice in secret. Then adolescence hit and set the existential dread that defines most people. What are you going to do for the rest of your life? How much of my true self can I compromise to pay the bills and simultaneously maintain sanity? This is where most people choose the comfort zone in life. When the rat
Darth Blaha, there's no such thing as making it. You know, it doesn't matter how much money you make. You're going to always have problems in life. More money, more problems. You know, money makes things think they're better. Just don't forget, folks. At one time, I was making over $100,000 a year.
She wanted to lock you down in child support because the glacier monkey was broke.
Quick pump with a $5 donation. Well, that's the thing about whores. Whenever they're faced with bills and everything like that, because remember, even before the baby is born, you know, you got prenatal care, maternity, and insurance back in the 90s wasn't the way it was now and everything like that. So basically, she was, yes, you are correct. She was trying to pay for all the prenatal stuff there, just finding a man there and stuff like that, you know. But the great one did not fall for it. Now, I would have owned up if that was my kid and everything, but that baby was not chocolated, you know. It was not chocolated. It did not have it did not have a golden brown tan whatsoever. You know? She'd be like, it'll grow in time. No, it won't. either that's a nigger baby or not a nigger baby. I mean, that baby was not chocolated. All right, it was not caramelized. That was not a caramelized baby. All right, quick pump. The baby was not caramelized. Therefore, it was not mine. If it ain't caramelized, it ain't mine. Period. Non-negotiable. You know. I don't know whose child that was. You know, it was definitely it was pretty pale. So I would guess someone Norway or Swedish or something like that. You know. If I'm knocking up a white woman and a baby's gonna pop out, it's gonna be caramelized. I will tell you that right now. That's the way biology works here. You stick a very dark person's ping into a white woman's thing. It's gonna pop out there, you know. Now, like I said before, the baby will still have a low credit score, but it won't be able to play basketball, you know. So you get a half and half type situation, you know. I mean, the baby's hair, it'll be a little bit frizzled, or it'll be easy to wave, but you know, it's still gonna be a mixed baby. All right, that's just the way biology works. All right, not joking, folks. You gonna get what you gonna get. All right, but I do appreciate the donation.
Decides to eat the cheese because it tastes good enough to ignore the poison. Then my early 20s was a spiritual battle that forced me to ask a question that we've all had to answer. How do I find happiness now that I'm aware of this maze? The rat's not supposed to know where it really is. The maze doesn't even have an exit. It was designed purely for someone's entertainment. Now the rat can frantically run around forever or die slowly nibbling the cheese. The rat can go back to the entrance, but there's no way out. The only actual way to get out is mentally.
That is the stupidest video ever. Here's the thing, folks. He thinks this is the mentality that you would find in major cities like Los Angeles, New York City, and stuff like that. But here in Greenville, South Carolina, we don't care. All right? We mind our own business around here. That's why this, even Greenville, South Carolina, there's a lot of people here. We don't have that type of mentality. You go down to Tennessee, they're sitting out on the porch drinking moonshine. They don't care what else is going on in the world, you know. I mean, the thing about Sneeko is I could see people's attraction to him. I mean, I could see how people can see him, and he's had his. I didn't even realize, first off, that he was banned for so long. I mean, the last video that he made was a couple of years ago, actually. But, you know, it's kind of funny that he's maintained his fan base. He still has over 1 million subscribers. He has a lot of crazy ideas. I would agree with you on that. The only problem is that, you know, he's talking about rats and mazes and stuff like that. But remember, folks, and I want you to understand this advice here. The only way you can win a game of thermonuclear war is not to play the game at all. I'm not going to play the game at all. I'm not going to go. I used to go and chase money and stuff like that. I was at one time when I was working at Verizon, my business was going well. I was making over $100,000 a year, but I wasn't happy. Now I make a lot less. I'll probably end up with negative income this year due to all the business losses. I mean, $16,000 in business debt because of the tariffs, you know, and stuff like that. All of which I can write off there. The only saving grace is that gold went up to 4,000. And I bought my gold less than a year ago at like some of the gold I bought for $1,800 an ounce and $1,900. And now it's literally doubled. So I've made money on that end, but it's not a cash money type situation there. You guys understand? In other words, the gold is going to sit there. It's more or less for savings for me to retire. I can cash it in, but I'm not going to do that because then I would lose the actual value of the gold. It's not a matter of finding happiness. It's just a matter, if you want to find happiness, mind your own goddamn business, folks. That's all you got to do. I know you don't, I mean, well, it was that and a little bit more, Matthew. It was a lot more than that. He did some, not some very smart things here, you know. You got to be smart in this day and age. So, yes, you can either, I mean, the problem is that he played the game. Don't play the game, folks. 10 minutes left, folks. Get your questions in. If you wish to make a donation, you can. Be sure to smash the like button and subscribe. But, yeah. I stepped myself out of the game. I had a nice apartment, nice furniture. Now I live in a mobile home that I've paid for. I don't worry about rent. My car is paid for. Yeah, I got some business debt, but all of that is going to be written off once the tariffs and now everyone settles the fuck down. Business will be back good again and everything. It's just temporary. Temporary. That's it. Just don't play the game, folks. I'm a lot more happier now with a lot less money than I was with money. Now, the thing, and here's the reason. My job at Verizon was so stressful that I would spend money in order to de-stress. Go out and spend $200 at Swordfish, you know, expensive wines. I would have 3 cigars a day that were $10 each. I had the Perdomo golds and stuff like that, 20-year aged, you know, and stuff like that. With making more money, you have to find ways of dealing with stress, and dealing with stress is very expensive, folks. It really is. So you gotta be sometimes your own problem solver. Yeah, my place is paid off, except for the land that I pay under it, which is I only pay $300 a month for the land that's under it. That's the only thing I'm paying on, and I'll get that taken care of soon. But I'm also getting rental property as well, so I'm gonna put myself back into a sort of a bind, Ryan. Well, not really, because I want to get rental income. Because, like I said, folks, the e-commerce thing for me, independent-wise, it's coming to a dead slow end. A very painful death, if you can say. Very painful. I mean, the good thing is I have a lot of businesses that are folding up so I could take their domain names. I've already paid for my server and everything else. The only thing I really have to pay for now is just advertising. I've cut off Photoshop. I don't need that anymore. I have Centra AI. That's paid for a year. So I've made, yes, the big, beautiful server. So a lot of things I don't spend as much money on as I used to. And I'm fine with dealing with that. I really am. I mean, really. The Democrats are going to win big next year. During election time, they're going to win very big. But you know what, folks? It's only October. You have to understand, Trump's only been in office for 10 months. And I hate to tell you guys, you still got 3 years and 2 months left to go. What can you say? At this point in time, I mean, the reason why I was in debt so much was because I was still running a high balance as far as to what I was paying. I was paying almost $300 and some just for the server. And I was paying $300 for advertising and all this other stuff. That's come to an end now. I mean, there's no real revenue coming in. It's just, there's nothing coming in at this point. So I'm going to be looking for SEO mechanisms to where I can simply skip Google Merchant Center. I'm tired of Google Merchant Center. No, I don't think John De Niro's hot. Yeah, it'll be a Democrat. If we even get to that point, the planet may explode at this point. I mean, by the time 2028 comes, folks, I'll be 51 years old. You know, folks, I will tell you this right now. I still can't believe I'm 48 years old. I really can't. Sometimes it just doesn't feel like I'm this old, folks. I mean, really. But here we are. I appreciate that. I mean, I take good care of myself. I mean, I looked a lot older. It's just that I don't have as much stress as I used to. When you don't have that type of stress, Darth, then yeah, you're not gonna be under so much pressure. I had that work-life mentality, and now I don't. Yeah, my cigars are a little bit cheaper. I don't go out as much. I don't go, I mean, whenever I come home from having one beer or two, I'll have a Tina's burrito, which is like 58 cents. Of course, I've went ahead and made frozen burritos, frozen turkey burritos. I put a little bit of cream cheese in there to, you know, make it all nice and melt. That way, the only thing all I have to do is put that in there, and it's good. It's good. Next time when I make the frozen burritos, I'm just going to use regular cheese. But that's what I'm doing from now on. I'm making my own, pretty much making my own Tina's burritos, except I'm making the meat and all the other stuff myself. And it's a lot more healthier too. It'll help me lose a lot of weight too, so. Because now that I have my microwave and I have my, you know, I'm able to prepare meals more, and it saves me a lot more on cleaning too. You see, when I get off this show, all I have to do, if I don't want to clean up or anything, I go to my freezer, get out one of my frozen burritos, and wrap it in a napkin, and put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and I'm done. I'll have a little bit of coleslaw, you know, put that together, have some coffee. You got business, you know. I got tea brew. I got some cold brew tea. I got that. When I get off the show, I'm gonna have me a little bit of sweet tea. I'm gonna be all right, folks. I'm good. Believe that, you know. But yeah, folks, I mean, my cigars are cheaper than it used to be. I mean, they really are. I've not been to the Swordfish in months. When I went, I only spent maybe $40 or $50. Life for me is a lot less expensive. I can't go out like I used to. I don't drive out like I used to. I don't train at the sports club anymore. I go to Planet Fitness. And even then, I may just start training at home just to save even more money. I don't know Quick Pump. I don't go to expos unless I have business there, you know. If I can make some money at an expo, Quick Pump, I will be there. If I don't have a legitimate business reason for being there, I won't be there. Just keeping it real and telling it to you like it is. I just won't be there. There's no there's no point in me being there. But life has slowed down. I mean, I'm a little irritated at my job, but nothing compared to where I was at Verizon. Business is bad, but, you know, I mean, it's just that time. Business is bad for everyone. The good thing is I'm not on Shopify, folks. Everybody that's on Shopify is paying $200 to $300 a month for their freaking website, and then paying all those extra fees, paying $500 or $600. That's crazy. That's cray-cray. And they're paying $500 to $600, and that, we're not even including the advertising for Google. It's just madness, folks. It really is. But you know what? It is now 8 o'clock. I was 10 minutes late, so we're going to do another 10 minutes. So get your questions in. The most thing that shows your age is a little gray hairs on your stubble. If I grew out my hair all the way, Andy, it would be all gray. I would look like Grady from Sanford and Son. I mean, I've grown out my beard before and it was all gray. My dick hairs are gray. When I grow my hair on my chest, it's gray as well. I don't need a sponsor, Mintnator, and I can't afford one neither. My bungholes, no. I mean, even the supplement business there, Ryan, it's kind of shady at this point in time. I mean, and not only that, things are pretty much decreasing. I mean, look at bodybuilding.com. They used to sell every single brand of supplements, but now they don't sell as many as they used to. And I mean, DPS Warehouse, wait a minute, hold on. Is it DPS or... Oh gosh, I forgot about that place. Never mind. I have no clue who Mintnator is. Or, excuse me, or Mintstone Labs. I think he's an a-hole, to be honest with you, but what can you do? But yeah, supplements are getting shady again. I mean, nowadays they're pulling a lot of BS, and a lot of them now are focused on energy drinks, getting people addicted. But even then, people don't want to buy supplements anymore or fat burners. They're going for that Ozempic, the Zepbound, and all these other stuff. And, you know, Costco, they're taking advantage. They're selling this Ozempic stuff for half the price, literally. And people are willing to spend $500 a month. So people don't even care about going to the gym anymore. They just want to take Ozempic there and just be done with it. He literally said that all because we were told Cuban not to drink and drive on us live. Yeah. He actually banned me because I told him that he shouldn't be drinking and driving, Ryan. And he shouldn't. Technically, I mean, think about it. I was looking out for the boy, you know. Okay, I know what website it was. DPSnutrition.net. Now, this is one of the places where I did enjoy buying supplements from. This was at one time, and they used to have good prices, but now everything is just you know, I mean, really. They still have the twin packs and stuff like that, but I just don't know what's going on with pricing these days. Chuck E. Cheese, what's up? I mean, I think everybody, Chuck E. Cheese, everyone ordered from DPS at one time. That was my favorite place. That and bodybuilding.com. This was prior to me selling supplements that, you know, I would go to these places. I would go to DPS. DPS has been around since the late 90s. I mean, they're the OGs, basically, of supplements. Hey, you remember they used to, at Chuck E. Cheese, they used to always have these little coupon codes, too, where you can get even more savings on it. I mean, literally speaking, I was like a kid in a candy store, and they carried everything. I mean, literally, they carried every single brand that was out there. And you know what? They really still do, really. They have, I mean, not as many brands because there's not any. But, you know, if you needed to get something, they had it. Man, Dymatize has gone really down in supplements. Like I said, everyone is now mostly selling protein powder and energy drinks for some reason. You still get free teas from them? Ah, cool deal. I've not shopped at DP, I mean, not in a while. My supplements, now that I'm not competing anymore, are pretty basic. They're nothing fancy. But folks, 2 minutes left. Get your questions in. We're going to close it up. I'm going to maybe get one of my frozen burritos out. Like I said, I don't feel too much like cooking tonight. That's why I made the frozen burritos just for that purpose. But yeah, folks, as far as happiness is concerned, rat in a trap, don't crawl into the maze to begin with. What do you mean, rat race? Don't run the race at all. Do like those hillbillies do in Tennessee. Just sit on your porch and drink shine. Drink beer and watch wrestling. Let the world pass by. What that is New York mentality. When you're in New York City, you gotta hustle. When you're in Los Angeles, you gotta hustle. But in Greenville, South Carolina, no. Everyone is poor. All right, for the most part. Stay there. Yeah, I just love the deals that they give. I'm just still Chuck E. Cheese. I'm just glad they're still around because, you know, if I ever decide to compete again, I'll definitely need that place along with Protein Factory and stuff. So, or True Protein, excuse me. But folks, that is the end of Earl Grey Tuesday. I want to thank Quick Pump. Quick Pump. I want to give a shout out to you. Definitely appreciate that. And who else donated? Goddamn. I know someone else did. Hold on. My memory ain't as sharp as it was. Quick Pump and nope, both all Quick Pump. So definitely appreciate that. Y'all jump in and have some fun too. But folks, I may actually do a live stream tomorrow. We will see. I know after 5 I gotta go scrub the back porch or so forth, but we'll see what we do. But I'm out of here, folks, and as always, peace and soul. I don't know if Dale has a signature pre-workout. Me personally, coffee is perfect. Okay, peace out. Bye-bye.